Hello students, welcome to Account-Wise Academy. This is Latha Venkateshwaran. The topic which we are going to cover today is future value of a single payment. Before watching this video, I recommend you to watch my video on time value of money and present value of a single payment. The link of which I will be giving it in the description box. Okay, so what is future value? Let us see. Future value is what a sum of money invested today will become over time at a particular rate of interest. Okay, sum of money invested today means what? This is the present value. Okay, will become over time. Time is period. At a particular rate of interest. Suppose if you invest rupees 10,000 today for 5 years, that is the time, at a particular rate of interest at 18% interest per annum, then what will be the money in the future? That is the future value. So the process of going forward from present value to future value, it is called compounding. So suppose present value you have here and you're going forward to find out the future value. What is the present? Take the same example. What is the present value? In the example rupees 10,000. What is the time frame? 5 years. What is the interest for it to accumulate? 8% per annum. So if you calculate 10,000 for 5 years at 8% interest per annum, then you'll get the future value. That process is called as compounding. From present value to future value, it is called as compounding. Suppose when you find out from future value present value, you're coming from future value and finding out present value. Same example, let us take future. You're having 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees and it is for 5 years, 8% per annum. Future you need 10,000 rupees that can be invested at 5 years at 8% per annum. How much you have to invest today? That is the present value, right? So this process is called as discounting. So from present to future value it is called as compounding. From future to present it is called as discounting. Uses of future value. Let us now see each use of the future value with an example. First is planning for goals. Future value is used to plan for bigger investment such as retirement or buying a house. Next is saving strategy. It helps you know how much money to start with and how much to save every month to reach your goal. See, you want to buy a new model phone that costs rupees 50,000. Let us consider that. Okay. And that is yet to be released. Future values like figuring out how much money to put in your phone fund at the start. So how much money to start with, how much money to put in the phone fund at the start and deciding how much to add every month or week. So how much to save every week or month or how much to add every week or month. It is like planning to make sure you will have enough money saved up when the phone is released at last to reach your goal. Reach your goal is buying your phone. Okay. Next is expense growth. You can figure out how much your expenses will go up with interest using future value. Let us consider you want to buy a new bike for rupees 75,000, okay? And the store allows you to pay it for in monthly installments. So it will be with a little interest cost with it each month. With the installment, they'll add interest cost every month. Future values like understanding how much you will end up paying for the bike in total, including those additional monthly cost. So it will help you to see the total expense over time. So expenses, how much total expenses with the interest over time. Okay. Next is checking savings. So imagine you have a piggy bank and you are saving some fund in it for buying a fridge. So, okay. So what is checking savings? It helps you know if you are saving enough money by seeing how quickly your money is growing and what you expect to get in return. Return is you want to buy a fridge. So you are saving in a piggy bank every week. Okay. Future value is like checking to make sure you are putting in enough money by looking at how fast your piggy bank is getting fuller and thinking about how much you want to have in the end. So how quickly your money is going to grow and how much I am going to have in the end. So we are making sure that for the fridge we are going to buy, we have the enough money saved in the piggy bank. Formula for future value is FV is equal to PV into 1 plus R power N, where FV is the future value, PV is the present value, R is the discount rate period, and N is the number of periods. Future value is how much our investment is worth after a period of time invested at a particular interest rate. So let us assume our investment today is 10,000. After a period of time it is 4 years. At a particular interest rate is 5%. So here now we are going from present value to future value. So what is it called as? Correct, compounding. Okay, so the money is going to be more now. So it is called as compounding. It considers the initial amount invested, that is rupees 10,000, interest rate 5%, and how long the money is invested. Here it is 4 years. Understanding future value is crucial for making financial decisions like planning our savings, investments, and managing our loans wisely. We are going to see a sum for future value of a single payment. The sum is, what is the future value of rupees 1 lakh invested today at 6% for 5 years compounded annually? So the solution is, we know the formula for future value is FV is equal to PV into 1 plus R the whole power N. So here PV is invested today, means 1 lakh. R is 6%, that is 0.06, and N is 5. So we are substituting all this value in the formula. 1 lakh into 1 plus 0.06 the whole power 5. 1.06 the whole power 5 is 1.33822. 1 lakh into 1.33822 is rupees 1,33,822 or 1,33,820 approximately. So after 5 years, the future value of rupees 1 lakh investment with 6% annual interest rate would be approximately rupees 1,33,120. So the initial investment was 1 lakh. It has grown to 1,33,820. So what does it mean? It is growing. So it means it is compounding. We are going to take the same problem and let us see how to solve the problem using the future value table. So the problem is, what will be the future value of rupees 1 lakh invested today at 6% interest for 5 years? Same problem, compounded annually. Okay. So formula is PV into 1 plus R the whole power N. We know PV is 1 lakh, R is 6% and N is 5. Let us look into the future value table. Okay. We should know what table to look into. Okay, for that we have to look out. What you are going to find? We are going to find out future value of a single cash flow. See, what does this table say? This table says future value interest factors for single cash flow. So we are looking into the right table. Formula is 1 plus k the whole power n. Here we are not using k, we are using the alphabet r as interest rate. So I am changing k to r, okay, 1 plus r the whole power n. So what is r? In our problem r was 6%. What was n? N was 5. So this row is r and this column is n, okay. So we match, okay, this 5% with 6. Where does it match? It matches here. So 1 plus r the whole power n is 1.3382. We are going to substitute this in the formula. This is the problem which we are discussing about. From the FV table of single payment, what did we find out? We found out the value of 1 plus r the whole power n. So what is 1 plus r the whole power n? It is 1.3382. So we substitute here. And we multiply with the present value. What is the present value? Present value is 1 lakh. So future value becomes 1,83,820. See, formula method, we found out the same answer, and even if we use the FV table for single payment, the answer is the same. So in the exam you can use either formula method or PV table method. Shall we see another problem? Okay, so the problem is, suppose one has invested a principal sum of rupees 10,000 in a bank and money is compounding quarterly at 8% interest. Determine the amount he will receive at the end of 3 years. So, let us see the solution now. Okay, what you have to find? We have to find out the amount he will receive at the end of 3 years. So, we have to find out the future value. We have to find out the future value. Formula for the future value is PV into 1 plus R the whole power n. What is PV? PV is rupees 10,000. R is 8% and n is 3. But what they have told? They have told that it is compounding quarterly. That is 8% is for 1 year per annum. How much is it is for 3 months? 8 divided by 4 is 2%. As it will compound 4 times in a year, we are dividing it by 4. So 8 divided by 4 is 2%. Okay, similarly, N is 3 years. Since it is compounding quarterly, it should be 3 into 4, 12 times. So N becomes 12. So FV is equal to 10,000 into 1 plus R 0.02 to the whole power 12, which is equal to 1.02 to the power of 12 is 1.2682. 10,000 into 1.2682 is 12,682. Okay, see, here the power is 12. When the power is more, it is difficult to find out. So that in that case, we can look into the PV table and we can find out very easily. So now let us look into the PV table and see how much we are getting. Okay. We know this is the future value table for single cash flow or single payment. FV is equal to 1 plus R the whole power n. So what did we do? So this is R and this is column is R and rows are n. So we have to find 2% for 12 times. So when you match this, what did you get? Match, 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 match. It coincides here. So the value is 1.2682. Did we not have the same value for the formula also? Let us see the problem. So this is the problem. And what did we find? We found out 1.0 to the whole power 12, right? So the value is 1.2682. See, same. So the future value is 12,682. After 3 years, future value of our 10,000 investment with 8% annual interest rate compounded quarterly would be rupees 12,682. Do like our video and share it with your friends if you find it helpful. Subscribe to our channel, which will encourage us to make more videos like this one. If you would like to inquire about the accountancy classes which I take, or to get more worksheets for problems with solutions, contact us at acct.wiseacademy@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.